Thank you, Tom. We have our campsite, which means we have to accept a smug. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. It is campsite villager time. And we have to take whoever we get. Luck of the draw again, but that's okay. I've had some thoughts about the direction I'm taking here, and I'm probably going to mention this several times, so bear with me. This takes several in-game days to accomplish, but naturally the goal is to get enough villagers and items to get 3 stars so that KK will show up and then we can move on with our lives. But we need to find out who's in here first. Who's it gonna be? It's gotta be a smug. Well, let me just say he's not on our list of smugs. We had Graham, Chops, Olaf, and Rodney. I'm just kidding, as usual. We'll find out who's in there in a minute. I know who's in there. You guys don't know who's in there. But I will say he's, well, probably not as popular as he could be, if that's saying anything. Some of you might think he belongs on this island, and some of you might not. And I'm in that latter camp because I like Leopold. I know he's not popular, but he's not deathly hated, you know what I mean? But we have to take him regardless. So, Leopold it is. So I gotta go to Tom and tell him he's accepted and all that other stuff. We need at least 3 or 4 more villagers to get the 3 stars. I am very comfortable with the amount of items and shrubs and trees and flowers that we have dotted around this island. So I'm more concerned about getting the rest of the villagers. So I'm gonna head off to the other end of the island. I'll open up the map. I'll show you where we are thus far, where I want to put these villagers. I'm going to be making obvious changes. We had to take a normie and we had to take a peppy. And the lazy was an obvious choice. But the problem I'm having is I'm not unhappy with some of my villagers. And that's a problem because this is supposed to be the Uggums Island where the villagers nobody wants live. And as I already mentioned, we had to take a peppy, we had to take a normie. So we might have, we will have to get rid of our normie and the smug. Yeah, I made it just a couple feet to the bridge and this happened. And I don't know if he's going to give me something or if he's going to ask to leave. No, he's going to ask to leave, isn't he? What should I do? Yeah, not a good sign. Well, Biff, don't take this the wrong way. I'm glad to see you leaving. You don't belong on this island. You're adorable. I rarely hear anybody complaining about Biff. They'll complain about Jocks more than they complain about him. He's cute. He is a lot of fun. He was my first friend, as a matter of fact. But the Jocks tend to be that way, don't they? Very outgoing. Yeah, I do love you, Biff, but you don't belong here. We need Uggums. And as far as those Jocks go, we had Buck, Coach, Cobb, Jitters, Moose, and I threw in Sparrow. I like the birds personally, but I know there are quite a few people who poke fun at Sparrow. He's kind of got jitter eyes. I don't know. I don't see it. So Biff kind of threw a monkey wrench in things. I got to replace him. But before I got to the airport, I have never seen this umbrella before. I've never... Is that something you can make or buy? Look at that. How come this is the first time I'm seeing this after 5 years? It's cool. I like it. So yeah, I gotta go find a replacement for Biff. We'll take whoever we can get who fits on this island. I'm back. Ignore the time and the dates. I did manage to get all of this done so that my weekend is free, thankfully. But I did time skip to get everybody put down. So, okay, back to what I was saying. I'm doing these to fill up the island to get the stars. I'm looking specifically for the villagers I chose as the least liked. And it doesn't matter. It just dawned on me a little too late. Well, again, All right. I know I had to take a normie and a peppy. And that kind of threw me off guard. I don't need to keep them. I just need to find all of the Uggos. So we're going to replace Dina. And I don't know if it's going to be okay with the few people who are watching. All right, so this is who I found. He is on our list. And it's Gruff. He's our grump. He's a bit of a hippie grump. I guess that's why he's got the mutton chops. Was that like a late 60s, early 70s? Who knows? I was too young to be hip to the fashion scene back then. I couldn't tell you. But the music and that just screams 50s to me, and I thought everybody from the 50s was dead by now. I don't know. But you wouldn't think there were too many people still listening to this kind of music. Oh, a gong. Thank you, Gruff. I do love the grumps. It's very difficult for me to not like a grump. And that is what I am trying desperately to explain here. There are some of these villagers I am falling in love with. And the objective here is to get my viewers to fall in love with them. I don't think that's going to happen. I just have a very different outlook on a lot of things. So I'm wondering, do I remove the ones I like and replace them with even more abhorrent villagers, or do I just keep it the way it is? I don't know. But we do have to replace Dina at the very least. She does not belong here. Agnes does not belong here at all. And Leopold. I know. There are a lot of people who don't like Leopold. But he wasn't on our list. So we have to replace them with villagers from the list. And aside from the ones we're looking for in this video, eventually, well, I'm hoping eventually they will ask to leave. The only one I can think of for Agnes is Canberra. She would fit in a lot better on this island than Agnes would. And I don't want to go after Annalisa, because I know a lot of people think she looks weird, but that's not ugly. It's just weird. Oh, I hope that makes sense. Annalisa is not an ugly villager. She's not someone that makes you shudder. She's just someone that, like, why does she look like this? What was the thought process behind this? I don't know. So we're going to forget about her. So there probably won't be any normies on this island. And then for the snooty, we did have Kashmir, Naomi, and Mael. So we can still do that. There have to be at least a couple gals on this island. Alright, so now we gotta go out and get another one. I think I'm gonna go for all 10 villagers. Just get it over with and move on. Because these hunts, my goodness, they take a lot out of me. And I hope it's okay that I'm not showing you every single one. Let me just say, the prospects are improving slowly but surely. Instead of giving me all of the dreamies and the beauties and the ones that I'm absolutely in love with, they're starting to give me what I'm actually looking for. So that's a hopeful sign. Oh, I'm sorry, my back is going out, so I gotta put my elbow on this desk. I apologize. It keeps raining on my island. Alright, we found the second one. And yes, they were on the list. This one took me a lot longer than Gruff, let me tell you. Really going through the tickets. But it's okay, I'm not too worried about it. I take 30 tickets with me, I come back with like 6. So it takes a while. But not recording it, just going up, looking at the villager, running the beach for a bottle, and then leaving is so much easier. Oh, my back. Sorry. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense. This is getting so crazy. But I think I'm on the right track. I think we should just not concentrate on having each of every personality, but make sure that we have each of the villagers that we really, really would never choose otherwise. And that's who I'm going to be looking for from now on. Yeah, it's Hippo, and your nose is going through the wall, hon. I did have him on the last island. He was my smug in the camp site. But he's the reason I'm doing this now. He gave me the idea, and I have had this idea for 5 years. I've had this stuff churning in the back of my mind for 5 years, going, wonder, what would it be like if we did this? What would it be like if it was like this? What would it be like if I had all of these? And I just never did it, so I'm going to give it a shot now. Because as I've already mentioned a half dozen times, this game has fallen out of favor with a lot of people. That's fine. You don't want to watch these videos? That's your choice. But I love this game. I think I will always love this game. And I just feel like playing it right now, so this is what I'm going to do. And I finally get the chance to make videos again now that we can close up the house. And I missed doing that. Yeah, so that was Hippo, and we have Gruff. And that is Tabby's house. So I'm going to line them all up in the front here. I'm not too worried about having to move them later on. I will think about that when the time comes. I'm going to be crossing bridges when we get to them. From now on, I'm not going to be thinking 800 days ahead. So that's where Gruff lives, right next to me. Well, between me and Agnes, actually. And, gee whiz, I hope. How many times have I said that now? I'm trying to think, and I wish I had the ability. I do have the ability to write down what I want to say. I just can't think at the time. What do I want to say? I don't know. I have to stare at the video and then go, okay, all right, I got it. Because this is pre-recorded because I didn't do the hunts with you guys. I'm thinking 2 more houses on this end, and that should do it. That would make 10. If we can find a Snooty, that would be awesome, because that's 1 more girl on the island. Right now we have Tabby, Dina, and Agnes. That's just 3. 1 more would even it out a little bit better. So this is our next to last one. Found them. I dressed for Raine, and when I went to each of the islands, it looked like this. And then when I'd come back to my island, it was just black and rainy. So I changed out of my rain gear because it looked like this. And then I went to do these, look for this guy here. And it was pouring down rain on the island, so I couldn't win. I don't know if you noticed my outfit, but I'm buying a lot of green. I happen to love the color green. But there are certain greens that are a little questionable, especially when you add too much gray or brown to them. But I'm sticking with the theme here. Green villagers means green clothes. But I did have the question raised as to how we're going to decorate the island. Is it going to be as yucky as the villagers? And I still think it would be a better idea, for irony's sake, to make it a beautiful, gorgeous, absolutely lovely island. There's Beryl. I found him. He's a lazy, and he's also a cub. And I'm questioning the wall at this point. Why are there monitors everywhere? And what is he monitoring? Is he monitoring us? Let's take a closer look, shall we? What are you monitoring, Beryl? He's monitoring the island. Oh, well, you know what? He's not. I don't see any houses. I see the airport and the beach. Okay. As long as he's not monitoring houses. Why are you doing this? Look at all of the reactions I've got now. Well, I got to buy some. with Nook Miles. Yeah, I'm questioning this. But he's another one. It's like, he's a lazy and a teddy bear. Little cub. I think I'm gonna fall in love with this guy. I hope you guys do, too, those of you who are actually watching the series. Hey, speaking of series, YouTube made another update, and there's a question you're supposed to select no to so that they know you're not AI. So I had to go through every single, because I had been doing that for a couple months before I was told, you gotta go back in your library and choose that for all of your videos. So while I was doing that, yeah, there's just one more plot we gotta find. So while I was doing that, I thought I would go through all of my Animal Crossing videos and compile them into playlists, which I did. Some of them are a little iffy, but I think I managed to get the vast majority of them in the correct order. And I always set it to play the oldest first, so you'll start with the first video and end with the last one. So many YouTubers, it drives me nuts. I want to watch their playlist, or at least have it on in the background while I'm playing another game. And they start with the very latest video and go all the way down to the first one. Who wants to watch things backwards? It's so annoying. So I always make sure that it's selected oldest first. So I had to do that as well. But if you go to my name and click on it, it'll take you to my page. Also, it's not called a community tab anymore. It's just called posts. But I do update you guys once in a while where it says posts. If you click on that word, you're welcome to talk to me there if you want to or whatever. This is our 10th villager. But I am going to reiterate, Leopold and Dina and Agnes are definitely leaving us at some point. I'm noticing that everybody is asking on a Friday. I don't know if doing this time skipping stuff screwed that up. And look who we have. It's Naomi. I was surprised, because I don't think we've seen her once. Not even the last island did I ever meet her. And she's another one. I don't think I'm going to dislike her. I just have this sneaking suspicion that there are a few of them I am not going to have a hard time with. And I have to ask myself, is this a good idea? Should I keep them if I'm in love with them? I just don't know. I have no idea how to tackle that one, because I'm already in love with a couple of them. Yeah, he was home. I want to see this monitoring wall. It's just a little suspicious. Oh my gosh, look at this. It looks like a prison guard. Is he a prison guard? This is kind of like Ione's house. Ione did the same thing, but it was prettier. Oh, he's got a security guard. He is a security guard, so he's taking care of us. Well, Beryl, thank you very much. Keep our island safe. Okay, that's a relief. Yeah, he's looking out for the bad guys. That's very sweet of you, Beryl. Yeah, I'm telling you. I know I keep saying it, but I'm sorry. This is what's driving me nuts. Some of these villagers are growing on me already. And I didn't think that would be the case this soon. So do I replace the ones I love with more of the ones we're supposed to absolutely yucko? I just don't know. All right, Beryl, well, I tell you what, if I get to the paradise, we might change this up. Because despite your big-hearted effort there, that's a little disconcerting. Nobody likes to be watched. We like to be safe, but there are better ways to do it, I guess. So that's everybody. Naomi, Beryl, Gruff, Leopold, Tabby, Al, Hippo, and Agnes? Did I miss anybody? Dina. That's everybody. So all we gotta do is hope that Isabelle will say that we have at least 3 stars. Oh boy, fingers crossed. Oh. Alright, we get to move forward. Yay! Ooh, that's a relief. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me until the end of this video. I really appreciate that. You're welcome to click the like button and subscribe if you're interested. Take good care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!